Good morning, students. I hope all of you are well. So, welcome in our new session. So, now you are in class 8, and today we are going to start our first chapter, that is transportation in animal and plants. Okay, so let's start. So, this is our first chapter, that is transportation of materials in plants. So, we all know that water is the most essential and it is the most important raw material for plants also and for animals also. Okay, and this raw material, this water, that is essential for the growth and survival. Okay, and it is also act as the medium of absorption. Medium of absorption for what? For the minerals. Okay, so plant needs the minerals from the soil and also water for their growth and survival, so that they can grow properly, and this water and minerals which are actually taken up by the roots, so these to be transported to the stems and the leaves. Okay, now some physiological processes are there in the plants like transpiration, photosynthesis. Okay, so these are actually directly associated with the water. See, the transpiration means the release of the excess water. Okay, so it is related to water. And the photosynthesis means if the formation of glucose or formation of starch or the formation of food, so if water is not there, means if the plant's root they cannot absorb water properly, then so this process will be not there. Okay, so for this conduction or for this transportation or process in plants, there are some specialized structures are formed. In plants, some specialized structures are there. What are the structures? They have the conducting tissues. Cell, you know what is tissue, that also you know. So in plants they have special conducting tissue, xylem and the phloem. These two are the main tissues for conduction of water. Okay, for transporting water and also minerals and the prepared food materials, this has to be transported to different parts of the body, so all the parts of the plant they can get the food and they can grow properly. Okay, so the movement of substances from one part of the plant body to another part of the plant body through either the conducting tissue or the vascular tissues of the plant is called the transportation. Okay, what is transport, or what is the function of transport? To move or to help in the movement. So here also in plant body also, or in animals body and in animals also, movement of substances. So it can be water, it can be minerals, it can be salt, different substances from one part of the plant to another part of the plant, and with the help of the conducting tissues or the vascular tissues. Okay, now we will start the structure of root and root hair, because roots are the very important part in this transportation or in this conduction process, because roots are present within the soil, and if the roots are not well developed or the root hairs are not well developed, so they cannot absorb the water and minerals properly, so they have to be well developed. Okay, in different plants. Okay, so roots, they have an outermost single layer which are known as the epidermis. Okay, that means the outer layer of the root cells are the epidermis cells. So some of these epidermal cells, they are extended into thread-like unicellular structure. Okay, which is known as the root hairs. Okay, so you can see in this diagram, just see the diagram number B. So these are the cells, this rectangular structure, these are the cell, but you can see some extension which is going out, that is the root hair, and the most outer layer of the root hair, that is the which cell, that is the epidermal cell. Okay, so root hairs have a large surface area. Why large surface area? Because if the large surface area will be there, then they can absorb more water and more minerals from the soil. Okay. The cytoplasm of a root hair has large vacuoles filled with cell sap. See this white color structure. You can see a quite big cytoplasm. It's a quite large cytoplasm. It is a quite large vacuole and it is filled with the cytoplasm. Okay. It is a large vacuole which is filled with the cytoplasm. So these features facilitate the rate of water absorption from the soil. Now the epidermis is followed by multi-layered cortex. Okay, so this cortex are composed of thin-walled and loosely packed cells. Means inside the epidermal cell or inside this epidermis there is cortex, and the cortex is made up of very thin-walled and tightly packed cells. Okay, so there is a single layer of epidermis into the inner cortex, followed by a layer which is called the pericycle. And the central region of the root, in that part there is the main conducting tissues, that is the xylem and phloem. Okay, so they are arranged in alternatively separate patches. So you see, this is the outer structure. So the outer layer, that is the root hair, most outer part. Inside that there is epidermis, the outer layer. After that, after the epidermis, it is a epidermal cortex. Okay. Now you can see the xylem and phloem which is present in the middle. Okay. And the pericycle. So pericycle is present inside the inner epidermis. That means root hair cells, then the outer epidermis, then cortex, then inner epidermis, then the xylem and phloem. So this inner part, that means this xylem and phloem. Okay, the xylem and phloem, they together form the vascular bundle. So what is vascular bundle? The combination of xylem and phloem inside the root hair cells is known as vascular bundle. Okay, so they absorb water, mainly the xylem, and they absorb water and they transport the water. Means the root hair cells absorb the water, and the xylem, they actually transport the water to different parts of the plant body like the stem and in the leaves. Okay, so as it is your first class, I've only started, so I think you have understood what I have discussed. And the diagram what you have to practice, that is the root hair cells, means diagram number B and diagram number C. Okay, and some short questions like what do you mean by transportation, what is the structure of the root hair cells, what is vascular bundle, what are different layers present in the root hair cells. Okay, so this type of short question you have to read. Okay, thank you.